Alright, can you even imagine being stuck in Warsaw during World War II? Hiding from Nazis while trying to play piano with no fingers left to play? Well, that's exactly what we get in The Pianist. A movie that will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about suffering, resilience, and the human spirit. And yeah, it's not just a movie about a dude playing piano. It's a lot darker and way deeper than that. So grab a tissue, because this one's a tearjerker. Let me hit you with the first big twist. The Władysław Szpilman, our main character, is a brilliant pianist living in Warsaw. He's got his life all figured out. Things are going great, he's playing at a radio station, doing his thing, life's good, right? Then, bam. The Nazis invade, and all of a sudden, he's got more problems than a guy with no arms trying to play the guitar. The war rips apart his life, and just like that, he's thrown into a world where nothing makes sense anymore. But hold on, here's where the movie takes a wild turn. As the war progresses, Szpilman isn't just trying to survive the bombs and gunfire, he's also trying to avoid the Nazis, who are hunting down every single Jewish person they can find. He's now one of the most wanted men in the city, and the man has to keep dodging the worst game of hide-and-seek ever. Ever tried hiding under a pile of rubble while enemy soldiers walk right by you? Yeah, it's that level of intense. Now, the real insanity starts when Szpilman goes from a comfortable life in a fancy city apartment to sleeping in abandoned buildings, scrounging for food, and watching his friends get taken away by Nazis. You thought your life was hard? This dude's out here playing the most stressful game of hide-and-seek you could ever imagine. Except everyone's hiding from the same group of guys who have guns and no sense of humor. How does he even survive? Well, not easily. He spends years hiding in plain sight, sneaking around the city like it's some sort of spy movie, but without the cool gadgets or good haircuts. He's got nothing, just a piano in the corner of a ruined building and the faint hope that maybe, just maybe, he'll be able to escape this nightmare. But escape from what? The entire city has turned into a war zone. He could be shot at any moment. And here's where it gets even crazier. Just when Szpilman thinks things can't get worse, he's saved by the last person you'd expect. A German officer. Yeah, that's right. A Nazi officer rescues him. But it's not because he suddenly had a change of heart and thought, you know, I should help this guy out. Nah, this guy's just feeling like some piano music. That's the plot twist we didn't see coming. The officer hears Szpilman playing a piano in an abandoned building and decides, well, I like the music, so I'll spare this guy's life. So, this is what we're dealing with, life or death based on whether or not you can play a damn piano. Now, at this point, you're probably wondering, why don't the Nazis just shoot him? And here's the thing, they could've. They should've. But they didn't. The dude can't even leave the building. He's still stuck in Warsaw with no food, no shelter, and a piano that's barely holding up. The Nazis don't even care about this guy, but here he is, somehow surviving just because he can play a few notes. I mean, can you believe that? He survives the war mostly because of his piano skills. I thought I'd never say that. You think you have problems? Imagine you're in the middle of a war, and the only thing keeping you alive is whether you can still hit the right keys. What are you gonna do? Sit there and play your favorite Chopin piece to survive? That's a real plot twist. So, after years of playing the piano, Szpilman finally gets to play the piece that might save his life. A perfectly timed piano performance at the most random moment. Just as he thinks he's done for, a German officer shows up and says, you know what? I'm going to help you just because I like your style. Is this the most bizarre way to survive a war ever, or what? Now, let me be clear. This movie is not just about surviving a war. It's about surviving the impossible. It's about holding on to hope when everything is falling apart. It's about music being the thing that somehow keeps you going when you're literally on the edge of death. I mean, what do you even do when your world has been turned upside down, and the only thing you have left is your talent? And let's talk about the ending, which will hit you right in the gut. Szpilman survives, sure, but it's not like he's walking off into the sunset all happy and full of life. He's lost everything. He's lost friends, family, and his sense of safety. And what's left of him? Just a shell of the man who used to play piano for a living. It's not the feel-good story you were hoping for. It's a reminder that life can take everything from you in an instant, and the best you can do is keep playing your damn piano. So yeah, The Pianist is not just some movie about a guy playing some sweet tunes in the middle of a war zone. It's about resilience. It's about holding on when the world is falling apart around you, and about surviving with nothing but your skills and willpower. And hey, who knew that a piano could save your life in the end. Go ahead and check out The Pianist, because if nothing else, it'll make you appreciate not only music but also how nothing's ever guaranteed in life, especially when the Nazis are coming.